everyone, how are you all doing? So I asked you all to send me requests. I mean, not requests, but like suggestions on Instagram of what I should film. What was I saying? I asked you all for suggestions of what I should do during this quarantine time, and a lot of you requested for me to show you how to do your base makeup that I have done a lot of times on the Rati Beauty app. But obviously, since my YouTube is different from the app, I am doing it one more time for all of you all who requested this, and it's gonna be a very no makeup my face but better kind of a foundation thing, because that is what most of you requested. So let's get started. All right, now the first thing I'm gonna do is I am using the, did I prime? No, what is wrong with me? Okay, sorry. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is use my green primer. As you can see, I have a lot of redness on my cheeks and my face because of a lot of scarring. So what a green primer does is cancel out the redness and makes your skin look a bit more calmed down. So my skin has been doing really well in Nagpur. In fact, this is like pretty, in the last couple of weeks that I've been here, my skin has got cleared up a lot. Don't have acne. I just got a little bit here for some reason, I don't really know. So I only apply this on my cheeks. And now, but in a way it's a good thing because I can also show you how I cover my acne. So now I'm using the P.s-I Dewy Face Glow. This is a glowy base. I'm applying this on all the high points of my face where highlighter usually would go. So I like, you obviously don't have to use the same products as me. I just really like using any sort of like a glow, like a glowy base on my, like underneath my foundation, so that it doesn't look so dry. Alright, so now for foundation. Now, depends on your skin condition. If you have a lot of acne or spots, that you can go for a higher coverage foundation. If you have pretty clear skin, I think you should just stick to something really light, like a BB cream, or like a no coverage sort of like just a foundation that's gonna even out your skin tone. Or just don't do any foundation and just use concealer. But this is obviously a more of a full face but how to make it natural kind of a foundation technique, so that's what I'm going to show you. So today I'm using my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I just like to take a pump initially. So the key to applying your foundation really lightly yet having coverage is to apply in layers. Don't just take like 20 pumps on your face and just like throw it on your face immediately. And one thing I absolutely hate is when people just like pump fucking foundation on their face directly. That's so you're putting too much product in one area. Of course it's gonna look cakey as fuck, like hello. Okay, I like to use a flat brush like this to apply the foundation to your face, and even when I take it on the brush, I don't just scoop everything up. I just pick up a little bit on both the sides of the brush and apply. And again, you want to apply as less as possible. Even if you're using a really full coverage foundation, please start building it up. Don't just apply everything at once. This is also the technique I use on actors when I'm doing their makeup. I usually apply really thin layers of foundation and then build up where I need to. So I'm using this Huda Beauty Blend and Buff brush. I really like it. It's a really good brush to like really make your foundation a bit more full coverage. If you want to thin out your foundation, if you don't want an extremely full coverage look, then you can definitely use a beauty blender instead. I just really like using the brush because of course I have a little more stuff to cover, so I just prefer using a brush. So again, another thing you don't want to do is don't rub it in circles. You want to pat, because if you're rubbing your foundation in circles, it causes your product to move. So you don't want to do that. You just want to pat the product in. So today I am literally only going to show you how to do skin. Also apply the concentration mostly on the areas you really need it, and then apply a very thin layer on the rest of your skin because you don't need that much product there. I barely put any foundation on my forehead, because when you have a lot of foundation on your forehead, it's a giveaway, like it's a dead giveaway of wearing foundation. Or yeah, because your foundation like really shows on your forehead. So again, you just want to blend it. Now I'm just gonna take really like a very thin layer, apply that on the forehead, foundation again, on the forehead. I'm literally only applying this to even out the skin tone and blend. Now, a very important thing before I even teach you how to do, like before I even say anything else, is that you have to make sure your skin is really well prepped. Do your skincare really well, moisturize the crap out of your skin. Even if you have oily skin, you have to moisturize your skin. Make sure you're wearing sunscreen in the morning. Yeah. So I just had a little bit of remaining foundation that I took on this brush, and I'm just gonna pat it on. Now because you already have a layer of foundation, you don't want to rub on it anymore. So you just want to pat whatever excess there is on wherever you need a little bit more coverage, and then blend that in. So honestly, according to my preferences, I could totally leave it like this, but you can see there is a little bit of scarring that is peeking through on this side. Forehead's completely fine, but again, there is just a few dark spots that are peeking through. So if you want to just make sure to go an extra mile and cover that up as well. I like to spot conceal, and I will usually just conceal where I need it. I don't just apply it everywhere. So this is from a brand called Wake Make. It's a Korean product. I really like this concealer. This, if you want a dupe of this, you can try the Maybelline Fit Me. I really like this product because it's like the coverage is really good, but it doesn't make your skin look cakey at all. So as you can see, I'm literally just applying the product where I really need to. If you have smaller spots that you need to cover, apply the concealer on a tiny brush and do the same thing. But again, honestly, I feel like sometimes you should just let a little bit of your skin peek through regardless of how much coverage you want. So now that you've applied the concealer, you want to wait for like at least a minute. So what this usually does is when you let your concealer set in its place, it increases the coverage, and it also just hides everything better. So now I'm using the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer on my under eyes. I just apply a very small amount because when I applied a lot of concealer, my under eyes crease like crazy and it just doesn't do anything for me. So I just take a really small amount. I'm just using this P.s-I beauty blender. Again, don't blend your face concealer, let that sit. And I don't like to immediately powder my under eyes either. I like to let it sink into the skin so that it doesn't look fake or cakey. I'm just gonna move on to my brows. I'm gonna brush them up. I am using Benefit's Give Me Brow. So obviously I have a lot of eyebrows. I don't have really like thin brows, so I just like to use a nice volumizing brow mascara to fill it in. Sometimes I will use pencils if I want like a more precise, if I really want to reshape my eyebrows, but usually if I just want a more like natural look, I just do mascara. And always remember, you always want to push your brows up because that kind of lifts your eye up as well. The way I do my brows has changed a lot recently. I have been doing the more bushy look. Okay, so now that the brows are done, you want to go back to your blending brush and just buff your concealer in. Again, you only want to tap and not like rub. And just really take your time blending in your foundation and your concealer. That's how you will achieve like a seamless look. And always make sure you put your your foundation on your neck. Always do that. I am not doing it right now because I am at home and I don't want to waste product. I always make sure to blend product on the neck for my actors, for whoever I'm doing makeup, even myself when I'm going out in the day. I feel like at night you can get away with certain things because you can't really see it, but if you're going out in the day, you always want to make sure to like really match your neck and your face so that you don't have like distinguished lines like this. Do you see it? Do you see what I mean? Again, my face is a lot lighter than my neck, and I don't match my neck to my face because my neck's undertone and shade is completely different from my face, and that just doesn't look nice. You always, when you're matching your foundation, you always want to match your face, not your neck. And always match your foundation either on the jaw or on your forehead, not your cheeks and stuff. Like either on this area or this area. That's when you're getting the most accurate color match. But if your forehead is very discolored, then either do your jaw or your cheeks. I don't powder immediately. I really let this stuff sink into my skin and finish up whatever else I want to finish up and powder at the end. Okay, now if you can see, everything is pretty much covered. There are always going to be certain dark spots that you can't cover unless you're really getting into like color correction and like really pro stuff, but this is like how a regular person can do their makeup. Let me move on to showing you how I really naturally contour my face. Not really contour, but just give it some color. So this is the Fenty Beauty Match Sticks. This color specifically is very light for me to contour with. This is in the color Caramel, but what I really like using this for is to give my face some structure and some color. So so a good way to use these matte sticks is to first like, you know, do that, what am I saying? I can't talk in English. Just like kind of warm them up on the back of your hand. And what I love about these is that they also have a lot of like, they are used as concealer as well, so they have a lot of coverage. So if you have any stuff on the outer like portions of your face, it'll kind of help cover that even more. And then I don't have a jaw, so you know, I'm gonna outline my jaw. I like to use them directly on my face like this, but you can also rub it on the back of your hand, pick it up with a brush, and then apply it on your face. But I'm just gonna use it like this. My favorite thing to do always if you want a very natural look is to use cream products, because cream products are so easy to like just melt into your skin compared to powder. But a very important thing to remember with cream, using cream on cream, is that you shouldn't powder your face before you are done with all your cream products, because putting cream products on top of powder is like not good. They start like your cream products will start they'll start balling up, and it'll start looking patchy and dry and cakey. Okay, so now I am going to powder my under eyes. The most important thing when you're powdering your under eyes is to make sure you blend your concealer before you powder. Otherwise, you're literally powdering a creased concealer. Otherwise, you're literally setting something that has already creased, which is not a pretty look. So what I always do is look up, blend, like really blend, and then immediately, without looking down, powder. I personally don't believe in baking. I just don't think it's very necessary, but there are people who swear by baking and who really like to like lock it in. I just don't see the sense in it. And also, like, as a makeup artist who does film, if you bake your face, you can't do touch-ups easily. Like, it's just not practical. Just a disclaimer, I don't mean this for everyone. All makeup artists have their own personal preferences, and no method is wrong. I personally just don't believe in it. This is just how I like to work. So, repeat the same. So if you guys want to try baking, please go ahead, but I don't really think it's necessary if you really just set your concealer how I'm showing you. You don't even need extra highlighter on top. You don't need anything because your skin already looks so healthy. But of course, if you want to add your highlighter and your blush and whatever else you want to do, this is your base. Okay, so the last thing I want to do before I finish this video is curl my eyelashes. Now, if you are someone who doesn't like wearing eyeshadow, or you know, you don't want to like wear mascara or anything, just curl your eyelashes, because that will just really open up your eyes. And honestly, doing just your eyebrows and curling your lashes is more than enough if you don't like wearing eyeshadow or anything. And you know, you can just slap like a tinted lip balm, or I'm just gonna use a MLBB My Lips But Better nude. So I'm going to end this video here today, and if you guys want to see like a very natural eye look, or like a blush or whatever you want to see, or if you want to see anything I talked about today more in detail, let me know in the comment section or DM me on Instagram. My Instagram will be in my description box. And also, if you guys want to see any more specific things, leave that also in the comment section below. And I hope you guys got enough information. And yeah, I really enjoyed making this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.